What's going on, you guys? Welcome to another video. Please like, comment, and subscribe because it really helps me out and I genuinely appreciate it. In this video, I'm going to be talking about the 3 reasons why I became a merchant mariner with the SIU. Now, my 3 reasons don't have to be your 3 reasons. Everybody's different. Everybody has different values, different goals, but I think my 3 reasons are going to be pretty well received across the board as to why people eventually become a merchant mariner. So let's just get into the video. Number 1, the money. Not just the money that you make as a merchant mariner, but the money that you're able to save while you are on a shipping assignment. Now, when you're on a ship, you don't have to pay for rent. You don't have to pay for utilities, water, electricity, gas. And you also don't have to pay for food. Now, anybody who is an adult that has been on their own knows how expensive those 3 things can be. A lot of people right now in America are living check to check, just trying to keep up with those 3 things in their life. And you don't have to pay for those. You don't. You can get your check every month or bi-weekly, also known as an allotment, and you can save every dime that you get, and they don't have to go to those kinds of expenses. You know, while you're on a shipping assignment, the only thing you have to pay are recurring bills that you have outside of the ship. Rent, utilities, you might have a phone bill, you might have some subscriptions. Depending on where you are in your life, that's what you will have to pay. But while on a ship, you don't have to pay for those things that I mentioned. Now, this works out for me perfectly because right now, I don't have an apartment. I don't have a mortgage. This background that you see right now is an Airbnb that I'm staying at in Florida until I get my next shipping assignment from SIU. I have to wait for my endorsements to be mailed in. My C project was already graded and approved, so that's the only thing I'm waiting on. Yeah, the only thing I'm paying for right now is just food, a YouTube premium subscription, and a gym membership at Planet Fitness. Also, Ubers and Lyfts, but I don't really take those too much. You know, I really want to conserve my money while I have my off time because, like in the previous video I told you about SIU, sometimes they work on their own time and I just don't want to be asked out. And think about it like this. I'm just going to be honest with you. I'm not going to retire as a merchant mariner. I've heard horror stories about retirement when it comes to SIU. I'm pretty sure you can go on any forum, GCaptain, Reddit, SIU job boards, or Sailor Gang on Facebook and read some of the horror stories. As a matter of fact, there's a post, I think either on SIU job boards or Sailor Captain, where this guy shows you a printout of what he's going to get per month for retirement. And I think it was like $500 and something per month. And it was lowered from $750 per month. So you can see why I'm really not depending on this career for retirement. But yeah, since I'm not depending on this career for retirement, I plan to save up as much money as I can to start to invest in real estate. Something that a QMed who's been working in the merchant mariner industry for 20 years with SIU, he told me, depending on how much you sail, like for me, I plan to sail 6 to 8 months per year. There's only a couple of investments that, you know, sailors usually invest in, and that's stocks and real estate. Stocks, obviously, you really don't have to look after them too much. You know, you put your money in, it makes money. Sure, you might have to shuffle it around sometimes, but all in all, it pretty much works for itself. Real estate, you can buy property and then hire property management to be able to manage your properties while you're out on a ship, so you really don't have to deal with the ins and outs and the day-to-day hassle that comes with real estate. Now, because I'm going to be working 6 to 8 months out of the year, I really don't have time to create a business and be able to be there physically to foster that business until it becomes successful. So I'm just going to get into real estate, and I feel like being able to save up this amount of money that I am, I feel like that's a sure way to do it. So just think about it like this. I just got off of my apprenticeship or my phase 2 ship. So I'm getting paid apprentice wages. I was on that ship for 103 days, barely spent a dime while I was on the ship. I went out a couple of times when I had a chance to go on shore, but I didn't really spend a lot of money. Came home with a little over $13,000, filed for my vacation check. It was $5,000 or so dollars. So you add $5,000 on top of that $13,000. I came home with $18,000 that I can visibly see in my bank account. A nice nest egg for me to chill out with. So imagine when you upgrade and then your pay gets larger and you're able to save more money for the amount of time that you're on a ship. You see where I'm going with this? And number 2, being able to travel all around the world. I don't know about you guys, but before this, I've never traveled outside of the country a day in my life. I've been to various states in the United States, but as far as actually traveling abroad, I've never done it. And being able to do it now as a merchant mariner is a beautiful thing to me. Being able to experience brand new cultures, brand new food, talk to people who you never would have thought that you would speak to, learning new things about different countries. I feel like that stuff is pretty cool. Also, you'll have a lot of stories to tell your friends, to tell your family. If you have kids, to tell your kids. I mean, who doesn't want to have that experience? And who doesn't want to experience different women from different cultures? It's a win-win for me. And number 3, being able to learn different skills and trades that aren't only applicable to the maritime industry, but I can take those skills and still make a good living ashore, if it came down to it. Now, this is the main reason why I decided to join the engine department. It's because of the different skills and trades that you learn under the engineering umbrella. For example, you can upgrade to become an electrician, and when upgrading to an electrician, you have to take a mandatory refrigeration course as well. I feel like that's valuable. You can upgrade to become a welder, another valuable trade. You can upgrade to become a machinist. You can also upgrade to become a pumpman. You can take that ashore and possibly get a job at a refinery in Texas making very good money. It's not bad. Now, that's only for the engine department. For the deck department, I really can't speak about, but from what I've heard, it's very hard to take those skills that you learn in the deck department and transfer those to jobs ashore, because all of the skills that you learn in the deck department focus around the maritime industry. So if it's not a job that is focused around the maritime industry, they're probably not going to get a job with those skills. Or they probably won't have a lot of options of jobs ashore with those skills. Like for me, I feel like the engine department is the way to go just based off of those reasons. You know, I've heard it all. Oh, why wouldn't you go deck? You know, you don't get the full sailor experience working down in the engine room. You know, when you're on the deck department, you're working at sea. You get to see the ocean a lot more. You get the full experience. All right. I can learn 4 to 5 valuable skills and trades that I can take outside of this industry. You can't. I feel like that balances it out for me. But with that being said, that's the end of this video. Those are the 3 reasons why I decided to become a merchant mariner. Your 3 might be different. It all depends on who you are and what your priorities are. But please like, comment, and subscribe. I genuinely appreciate it, and it really helps me out. And until the next one, you guys, have a good day.